These tracks that you're showcasing tonight, they're from, was it an upcoming EP that you're going to drop soon?
Yeah, well, it's more of like just a tape, like a mixtape type of thing. Like I'm using instrumentals that were free to use, and I don't have the copyright, so I'm probably just it's gonna be a free project, you know. I'm gonna label it as a mixtape or something maybe, but overall it's just like probably 8 tracks where people can download free and stuff. So
that's cool, man. And what was the one I saw online? I saw it was kind of like home movie kind of made. It was like you in a, I don't know, it was like a superhero thing, like you had a mask on and a samurai sword or something.
Oh yes, that's the Sword of the Truth. Well, it's the song's labeled Sword of the Truth, but it's really Sword of the Spirit. That's the official title, and the song labeled for the video, The Sword, you know, that's for that song. And basically I was acting out the song, you know, in that video. I was like, it was basically me portraying the first part as in the year of 2018, and then it has like the winter scene, the year 2022.
Yeah.
And it's like taking place in the future. I think I probably made it even further in the future, but it's showing like, oh, these are times when things are like, you know, it's like the end. It's taking place in the end days, and I'm just like portraying God, one of God's soldiers. I'm searching for the Sword of the Spirit, and I'm wielding an actual sword in the video with like a mask, but it's actually me. I go through this house and I find the Bible, and it's like me showing the Bible, and then I start reading the Bible, and I zoom into the verse that says the Sword of the Spirit, and it's like me showing like even in the end times, like we're gonna need to be seeking after that type of real truth, the Sword of the Spirit. Like that's the real weapon. So it's kind of like an act. This is all like self-made stuff, you know. I directed the video, I recorded it myself, I edited it myself, you know. I did my equipment, and
I did think it was quite funny. I kind of thought it was kind of bordering on like kind of what's known as nerdcore, kind of like they put some kind of like superhero stuff in there as well. But it was funny, man. But I guess that's a start. It's a starting point, isn't it? Like is it like now you actually want to push that side of your career? Like you really want to get into it?
Yeah, man. I'm passionate about photography and music and other arts and stuff, and you know, I'm really like I would love to just be able to make videos for my songs and record professional sounding songs and get into the studios and work with people who can make the videos really, really pop and stuff. You know, so I'm interested in taking it to the next step. It's just about how much money do I have to invest, and that's been a struggle for me. So I've been using what I have to just try to make something at least, you know. It's kind of still amateurish type stuff, but that's only because I don't have the top grade, you know, utilities right now. But I'm trying to work with what I have. But you know, God's supplying, man. Like I bought a DSLR. That's how I'm making the videos. You know, I can always save up for a better DSLR, make even better looking videos. You know, like possibilities there. It's just taking money, you know, it just costs money and stuff. So that's the biggest thing, you know. It's also about like networking. Like if I could like find a team where we can like help each other and work with each other, then I would love to get like, you know, affordable things done that really do make an impact. Because the real key is like, you know, me as a Christian artist, like I want the quality to still be there as I'm representing God, because I'm up against all this worldly stuff that they're producing and promoting. And if they're making this stuff really look good, then we need to captivate the audience that the world is trying to, you know, pull in. And it's like, man, we need to make this look good. Like, we're supposed to be professional, man, because, you know, it's not even about like trying to show off or like have flashy things, but it's like you want to represent God, like you want to like be top notch, man, like just be like proud of your work, take not like a good pride, you know, be proud of the work you do.
Yeah, man, I think what you're saying is 100%, man. sorry to cut you on there, but that's what we had, the same conversation I had last week with Gt in Manchester, a UK artist here, and we were saying exactly the same thing, man. It's just, you know, like, why not be better than what is out there already? You know what I mean? Why not do it 100% if you're doing it for Christ? You know what I mean?
Right, man. It's like a culture war, you know? You know, it's really like a competition, man, because if Satan's using worldly things to try to drag in more people, then we're at war with that, and we're trying to win more souls than what he's trying to steal, you know? So it's like, man, we need to make stuff that people are going to want to listen to. We need to make this stuff really sound good, you know, because man, I'm telling you, man, it's the same kind of, you know, ratio with, you know, Christian music as same as worldly music. You know, there's that some are good artists and some are bad artists because, like, you know, either the music doesn't sound good that they're producing, or they just can't rap right and they don't have the flow down, or they're just not making real messages that stand out. And it's like, we have that in both sides, and it's like, we need more Christian artists making real, like, you know, creative stuff, like, that's genuine, and, you know.
Yeah, man. I agree with you, man. Impactful stuff, yeah.
Like, because, yo, if it's not good enough where it's captivating the worldly audience, and they're going to listen to, like, 10, 15 seconds of it, and then they're just going to shut it off, that's not good, man, because they're not going to hear you maybe talking about the Lord and sharing the gospel in your song, because they shut it off because it didn't captivate. Like, man, there's a formula to music, and we have to, like, find, like, okay, how do we create songs that are going to keep people's attention? Because they need to hear good messages. They're hearing all filthy types of stuff on the radio, you know. They need to hear good stuff that's going to get into their minds and psyches and stuff, and they need to try to, like, we want to show them that, like, you can live out the love of Christ. Like, things can become better. You have to change, though, you know? We're trying to inspire them to change and become a better person through Christ. So it's like, if you're trying to share that message with them where you're trying to get them to live for Christ so we can have more love and peace and joy in the world, then they need to, you know, this could be a real key. We could use music as a tool, but it has to be, like, good enough for them to listen to. They have to want to listen to it. So I think that's so important, man, and I'm trying to find, like, how can I be a better artist? How can I make good music, you know, for the Lord? So it's like...
Yeah, man, I think that you got a good heart there, man, and I think that, but at the same time, it's kind of good seeing how you progress, like, from, you know, where you're at now to where you're going to be in 5 years' time. So it's good to see the progression. But yeah, 100% agree with what you're saying, man. You just gotta, I think what you're dealing with is what a lot of artists deal with, like, trying to up the quality, up the production of what they do, kind of thing. So that, yeah, you're right. Number one thing should be, like, reason why you're doing it, which should be for Christ, like. Why not do it better than other guys are doing it? Don't matter if other people are professional, or they'd say you're professional. Always think of yourself as professional, because you're doing it for Christ, don't you? So that's the best way to do it.
Exactly.